Right frame. Welcome to the live. Let me set up and then oops, and then I will be starting. Get yourself comfortable. So this is a Thanquol and Boneripper. Thanquol is the little rat on the top with the staff, and Boneripper, well, I mean, it's hard to miss him. He's here with his glowing, fiery fists of full of greenery and stuff. And so, how is it already? How you say that? I forgot. Disclaimer: I'm sick, so I will blow my nose throughout the live, and I'm sorry, not sorry about that. Yeah, so in fact I have made quite an advance compared to the previous live, and I'll show you what I've done and what is left to be done. You see in the background there is the base with the start of work on the OSL from this fist here, because the base would be something like this. You see it here, and I will work more on the base before I you see, I don't know if you see, yeah, you see the holes because it's pinned, and then I will still glue it. I don't work too much on the feet because I will add some UV resin to fix it to the base and blah blah, right? But here is the, let me check, yes, everything is all right going on. So I've done, in fact, finished the NMM. You see on the horn here. Oh, the staff, yes, we find everything. Yeah, let's do like this. The staff, also the chain here, still have to do a bit of work on this chain, so go to dark black on some areas. Yeah, refine. Definitely this guy has seen some upgrade. So here on the fist, the sword here, and the NMM there, and on the bracelet. Well, all around here you see the armor and stuff. Oh, so here it's in the process of doing something, you know, glowing. So I've refined everything. See all the pipes, they are done. The glowing pipes, that looks so good. Well, thank you very much. It's almost done. I still have a few things to do. I've done all the NMM on the fists, you see. So I have, I think I've reframed the fire with some dark areas on the sides. Here you can see, so it's glowing in center. And yeah, so I have integrated the fists, these like grids. I don't know how to call that. Oh, there is the glowing part here, the chainmail. So this, oh, the horn as well has a nice reflection here. Yeah, refined everything here, so nothing is, all these tiny details, they are done, and you know, there is no area where you look and it's like, oh, it's unpainted. So that's the objective. So the feet, yes, just like I said, I'm going to put it on the base, and there will be a bit of work, and so I don't do the feet now, do it later. Yeah, and now I have to finish the work. I think I had picked another color for here, the quilt or the kilt, the sword, changed it to the same copper color as the rest. And I think it integrates the rider here perfectly with the rest of the miniature. Is it for D&D? It is for Warhammer. Warhammer, so the tabletop miniature game by Games Workshop in fantasy setting. And so yes, now I'm very happy with this little rat on top, because he's blue. You see here, it's kind of desaturated blue and even some purple, and so this is contrasting with this, which is in fact some very dark red. But now it's all integrated because of the same copper colors. So pretty cool. Yep. And so now today, so I have this effect to finish, the glowing thing. So in fact I just have to put some white in the center and green on the edges. All these stitches here, you see that, still very dirty. And also I will do the scars, so more white in the intersections and darker on the edges. so it has a good glowing effect. Also this kind of stuff here. So the stitches and the glows, oh yeah, very important. Then there is this crystal and the horns that I have to do. If you have seen my previous paint jobs, I have to increase the contrast so it will look, in fact, so it's just darkening the edges, and so here the glow in the center looks brighter. And so let's go. I have my paint ready on my palette. So again, I'm sorry, I will start to blow my nose now so I can paint for a while pretty free. So sorry for the sound. Take your ear pods off for a second. Thank you. Yeah, because I was sick. Usually I do lives also on Monday and Sunday. Well, it depends, but so I took a little break, and I still painted, but off camera. And so now let's go. So for the stitches, first I will correct some areas here. I will zoom in. I also really refine these glows here, like the transitions. It's not perfect, but it looks cool. I have some also here. I went darker, so I glazed some dark green because I'm further away from the source of light, which is exactly something here, the base. And here you can notice maybe some highlights here and there. And just to refocus the center of attention here. And so here I'm just about to finish really, just to make sure there is no white areas, because I base coated with white. So there are still some areas of what the base coat is showing. Yeah, not many. Okay, and now the stitch. Ooh, yes, this here. I think I remember. No, it's okay. It's okay. Good enough. Something like this, and then I will take dark green. I will glaze on the stitches. It's pretty diluted. It's not to cover everything, you see, something like this. So I have this kind of coverage, maybe more water even, but I will take the water off the brush. Yes, once it has affected the paint consistency, because I don't want it to flow into the recesses. In fact, this is more of a kind of an edge highlight for very tiny stitches. Okay, this is the frame, and then here we go. And I do it with green because they would be affected by the glow. So please now allow me to focus on the painting. So it looks like there are many stitches, but if you do them one by one, not stressing and stuff, it gets done. Reloading, checking I don't have too much water on the brush, so the paint doesn't start to flow in the recesses. Here we go. Okay. The cool thing is that this guy doesn't have stitches everywhere, so that's just the only stitches I will have to do. It doesn't have to be perfect because there will be some sort of glowing OSL from the stitches itself, from the ground and everything. But you see, just like that, it brings a lot of readability, and so that's enough, in fact. I think it's done. Yeah, really, no need to do too much. They are bathed in this glow from the stitch itself, so you know, now it's readable. I don't think I need much more. I had planned to highlight with some light gray, you know, black stitches, so highlighting with gray. Don't even think it's necessary. Just getting rid of this dot of fluo paint here. Here we go. Yeah, clean. Por favor. Yes, something like this. Okay. Yes, this is very much done, and that was smooth, very good. Now I just have the finishing touches. So what do I have here? Okay, I will do some white in some areas. Yeah, in the center of the stitches, starting with this. Oh, yeah, it's moving on the base, so that's bad. Okay, let it dry, and then we'll have another pass. And I will do this, yeah, small. You know what? Yeah, just like that. Oops. Don't want to highlight these too much. Yeah. I will just darken them on the edges. Oh, here has some more stitches. Yeah, just like this is enough. A dot of paint. Yeah, I have all these scars. Oh, okay, yeah, I know. Here I have some uncleanliness, I could say, something like this. Here. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, it's not crazy because I try to be clean from the start. Yeah, stitches are done. The white areas, okay. I think I will do some white in the stitches themselves as well. So here's a bit, tricky to get the right consistency because I need something that is flowing but keeps a good coverage. This is enough. Yeah, see something like this, so you can see it, especially when I will darken the edges of this. The contrast will come even stronger. I think for this, yeah, it's really tricky to get that one tiny dot in the center. Not sure it's even noticeable. Yeah, you know what? I think I will just darken the edges and that will be good enough. Maybe just this one for the statement. And yeah, okay, let's move on. Darkening the edges. Let me check. I'm thinking. Yeah. Okay, let's do it. So I'm taking this, let's say, contrast. It's Express Vallejo, the same as contrast, a bit lighter. So I think it's a bit more appropriate for some glazing like this. Let's check. Oh, consistency. Liquid, watery, and transparent. And I would rather have it too transparent than too opaque, because I can do 2 passes and so I get a smooth gradient. More water. You see how strong it is. Just one drop and it kind of ran, but it's okay. Can still come back with some fluorescent paint. Let me check. I have to check. just to break the monotony, something like this. Yeah, it's not too bad. From afar, what does it give? The white is pretty strong, see? You can see really the white here and there. Wash the brush, wash the wash. Wash the brush, and then I think once more, increasing the contrast. Ooh. Yeah, now you see, if I go darker in some areas, the white will pop all the more. And so I think that's it, you know? I think I have a good balance here. Rich green, but glowy. Okay, I'll do the same for the rest. The other scores. Yeah, okay, cool. You know what, I will try with have some dark green paint, and I have to dilute that more, but it's less runny than the Express. The Express, you know, the consistency, the paint itself is not the same product. And so here I want to be, you see, I could even do something here even more, and that will stay in the corner instead of running along. Opla, here we go. Yeah, very good. Really bringing the contrast here, that's big. Yeah. And now it glows all the brighter, isn't it? Doesn't it? Okay. And now, yes, I will do all this. So here I have really more control with the paint, and so hey, you know what? I like a combination of both, though. Here I don't want to, you know, have something too stark. If I do, I just take my fluorescent paint and come back in. And I think this is pretty neat, like this one here really looks like it's glowing. And it was very fast, you see. White base coat, and then the fluorescent base, right? And then I just darken the edges, and boom. So now that's my contrast paint. So it's a bit runnier, so I expect it to go in the center a bit. Yeah, I could glaze the whole thing and just pick up the paint in the center, erase it like this. Oop. Yeah, and that's enough. This is very small. But at least it looks like it's worked and not just, you know, paint it quickly like this and boom, boom. Unfinished business, no. Okay, so here the same. This is bigger, so it's easier to bring on some variation. Whew. That's a bit strong, but okay. Okay. So I will wait for it to dry. I will come back in the corners with the paint. So the actual paint, not the contrast. So I'm talking about these two here. This is the contrast, which is the express, and this is the paint, which is just acrylic color on the edges, and then come back with the fluorescent paint in the center. And so that will reestablish the contrast. Yeah, I think it's good enough. So now paint. Dark, I think it's a black green. Yeah, black green, very good color with a bit of blue inside. So kind of colder, like pine tree green. Yeah, you see how this is really leaving a mark. And now these areas, and so when I will brighten this area, that will look like something is happening. Here we go. Oh yeah, instead of just some fluo paint slapped onto some white base coat. Okay, I think I will even come back with some white in the center of these, and then the glaze of fluorescent. It will really make it pop all the more. So here you see my area of interest is really this. So let's have it pop. Oh my god, look at that. Just the white. Maybe I've been very reasonable with the white, and so I think I don't even need, I think I've had one dot here. And maybe one last here. Don't even need the glaze of the, oh, you know what, one here as well. Perfect. Well, perfect, you know. Not that I'm congratulating myself, but I'm happy with the brushstroke. And now, yeah, the fluorescent yellow in some areas here. Okay, yeah, that's good. Here as well. Tone it down slightly, and inside there. Yeah. Oh, that's cool enough. That's, you know, lively. That's alive now because there is some variation So very good, it's enough. Oh, I have this now. The plat de resistance. Yes, I like to start with the, let's say, the side dishes, the appetizers, just to warm up the technique. And now let's go. So it's the same, really. Just I won't do the white in the center, so I will try to be careful with the application of the green. And let's do it where it matters the most to begin with. You know what? I think I will take the dark green. This is very, very, I don't want it to run at all, but I want it to leave a mark where I put the brush. Because this is tiny, this is, you know, so no need to do like such a subtle gradient. Okay, removing the water. And so I took the paint, trying to have just a dot around the stitches. Yeah, it's not even noticeable. I think so, right? Not perfect, but come back with some fluorescent paint in some areas. This area here in the middle. And so this, even if I pull, make a pool with the fluorescent paint, it's not a problem. It will cover some of that green, giving me a nice transition. So I think that's good enough. It has to be messy, like some stitches about to crack. It's okay. Okay, looking good from afar. Far from looking good. I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Good. I think the stitches, they already bring enough contrast. Something I had to do. Yes, okay. Magnolia Negra, so which is Black Lotus. I will do two things: reinforce the black of the stitches, and also, yeah, on the chain here. So this is a contrast paint. I will shake it with my vortex mixer. Over shaking, I like it. I like to overshake. Oh yeah. So here I really like to use the contrast, because if by accident I get a bit of transparency, it's even better. So just touching the center of the chain, how do you call that? Chain mails or whatever. Yes, and now the stitches. Because I found, yeah, the stitches still look too messy. So here, I don't need to overload information, like reflection of blah blah thing just looks messy. And now it's even more readable. Okay. So here my brush is a bit overloaded with paint, so that's a risk. I dropped too much paint on it. But also I get better coverage, and so cool. Yeah, that is good enough. Okay. So what else do we have to finish this bad boy? What did I say at the beginning of the live? I said I would do this and that. So the stitches, the scores, they are done. What else? The back is pretty cool. Oh, this, yes, I can do it. Way too strong. Oh, that's really, really strong. Okay, now I will have to wait for it to dry. That's going to take a bit of time because the paint has pulled in the recess. What else? What else? Have to check. Yeah, this is. Maybe I should have taken a paint and oh, you know what? Yeah, 9 Goutte. So I will. Yeah, erase it somehow like this. Just a little bit, okay. You know, can keep some. And I will do it with so I have in fact a dark green, but I also have, where is it? A medium green, and that will do for the transition. So I need something that does not run everywhere like this. And so because this, oop. Oh God. Okay. V2 of the same area. Let's do it. So you see the green here. Yep, okay, consistency like this. It's a bit strong, but The green itself is not too dark, so I think that will be all right. Could go over in the center like this, because I will use some of that fluorescent yellow again in the center to reestablish the glow. Okay, in fact I will do the fluorescent yellow. Oh no, I will do the white and then the fluorescent yellow on top of it. Ah, pretty good. Look at that. Maybe I don't even need the fluorescent yellow after all. I'm tempted to leave it like this. I will still come with a dark green and go on the edges, just to, you know, frame it even more and reinforce the contrast even more. So now that's my black red from AK. God bless AK. They just do wonderful products. Changed my game. I'm not sponsored. If somebody from AK is watching this, chances are none. But yeah, they do very good products. Superior to Vallejo, in my opinion. Okay, and now you see the contrast is stronger. I think I can come with the fluorescent, just tiny glaze in the middle, and then yeah, something pretty watery so it doesn't dry fast, and then I will swipe it in the very center. And so, or yeah, I think I have a brush that is precise enough to avoid the very center. It kind of blends everything together and also brings back some of that yellow. So it's not just green and white. Again. Oh, that's too much. Okay, now one dot of white in the middle, and that will be done. Yeah. Cool. I will also redo, you see here the bars, I don't know how to call that, just slightly with green brown, so almost black, but it's dark enough that it will read as black without being really black. contrasting with the bright areas here. So I need a pretty dry brush, so here no water on the brush, otherwise the paint will flow in the recesses. And sideways like this. Oh. Something very gentle, because yeah, this one doesn't need it. I think it's cool enough. Okay, so that was not like a huge amount of work, but this detail plus the other details plus the, at the end of the day, it looks like a mini that has been worked on with purpose. And it's the case, I'm not gonna lie. It's not like I did a speed paint on this guy. One thing that's bothering me is the highlight on this as well. So I'm mixing my gray with some of this greenish white, is fine enough. Up. So I get something lighter, more. So I'm doing my mix now on my palette. Okay, here we go. And so that will give off the NMM vibe on this little guy here. Ooh, it's pretty strong, so I have to dilute it more. Kind of just glaze up to some highlight. Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, oh, okay. It's pretty dirty, but really it's not the point of focus on the mini, but just like this. Yeah, still. And on the other side. Second pass. And here as well. Okay, so now I will take my medium gray and just smooth out the transition. I don't see really the NMM working on this because I need the mid-tone back. Or so do I believe. Yeah, you cannot. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's very hard to get the focus on there. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, for a detail that is just at the bottom like this here, kind of closing the frame. So now that's my contrast black, transparent, just glazing here to have a transition to the black, smoother transition. I think it's cool enough. What do you think, guys? Not enough here. Looks metallic with imperfection, but you know, just fitting for something that is on his tail like this. And at the back, yeah, I will do that glaze of the contrast. I think that's what really made it look like metal. So trust the process. Like if the transition are too rough transitions, then it doesn't work. But also the good thing is it doesn't need to be worked to the level of perfect gradient to work. So if you do NMM and it doesn't work, well, there may be contrast issues, so the values they're not extreme enough. There can be some blending issues, light placement issues. I would say these three. Most important is the placement and the values. So if you don't like blending, good news, it's the least important. Of course, it looks better. But also, you could have nice transitions. If you don't have value differences, then it won't look like NMM. I add one specular highlight, so the very white. Oh, I could go with pure greenish white. Yes, I could. But should I? Yeah, I should. Really, it's. I will do it just to try. And just at the back of the Mini, so here is pure greenish white. So in terms of value, just one dot. Okay. Yeah, I think it looks good. Good enough, you know. some simple gray, black and white NMM. Also looks lovely, you know. It's like, oh yeah, add some chromatic blah blah and da. Well, but in fact, in the gray I use, there is some blue. In fact, it's called intermediate blue. But I mean, you would buy any color except if you have just black and white and you mix black and white. But who makes gray like this? No one. You buy a bottle of gray, and so when you buy a bottle of gray, usually there is already some hues in there. There are already some hues of whatever, purple or brown or blue. And so let me do something here. So I think you see from the beginning of the live, it's been an hour. I said what I've done what I said that I would do. Scars, so here, and also at the back. Stitches, done. Have done what else? The chains here. And yeah, so this here is done. The little NMM not planned, but oh, I've done this as well. And so, yes. What else do I have to do up here? Oh yes, the horns and the crystal here, and then the base, and that will be finished, I believe. So I think that's very happy new. I try to add a lot of white here in the yeah, the value difference is sharp, and so if I do it here, I have to do it not only here. That's the take, but okay, let's do it. Because this area is quite an area of interest, so I think it's worth going the extra mile. Just there though, I think is enough. No, of course I don't think it's enough, but I don't want to overcome it. Have to bring in that Scorpena green. Verde Scorpena, oh yeah. That's my middle tone for the light, this kind of apple green. Just need a dot here. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Just that one dot there, and that was enough. Yeah, we'll leave it like this for, oh. Here it looks easy to do one dot or a few dots. You see, it's wide enough. I think it looks very flat. I mean, the surface looks flat on camera, but it's all recesses and pretty hard to get into there. Enough. I think I will do more wrong than right, so I'll cut it here. And I forgot what I said I would do now. Oh yeah, I know. Frame the eyes. Better? It's all about framing with darker colors so that the glow looks brighter. Oops, sorry, off frame. Here we go. Okay. Let me do the check once more that I've done what I said I would, and that's over. And if it's the case, then the live also is done. So thank you everybody for tuning in, and I will do like the crystals and this off camera because I don't know, guys. I don't know. You want to continue watching? You want to see me do this and that? It's going to be a bit of how would say gymnastic, because to get to this area, especially the horns here, I want to use a tiny dry brush I have. Look at that. I bought that just for this. So this looks tiny, but compared to the scale we're working with, this looks big. Interesting. What do you want to do, guys? Are you up for more? Huh. Okay. Yeah, now I'll take a break also. That's something very important before I do this, and that's pretty critical, because if I do it well, then I put it on the base and yeah, like this. And yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Well, guys, if you want to see the final picture of this guy, they will be published very soon, because I think I will finish today. And so subscribe if you want to see that. Also, of course, if you want to watch my other videos, long form, or long form I do full dioramas, and if you want to check my short form videos, it is usually a highlight of the live sessions. Okay. Very good. yeah. Alrighty then. Yes, thank you for watching, and see you in the next live.